All right, so here we have Bitcoin, and we are on the 1 hour right now. As you see, a little update from yesterday's video. You did have this multi-crossover, stair-stepped your way up. It was held up by the 21, got rejected from the top of the range, had a little liquidity grab right here, and continued to the downside. Also had, a little stop hunt on both sides right here. People that had their stops here that were going long. People that had their stops here that were going short. So you did climb back up to the top of the range, got rejected again, and now it looks like you're heading to the downside. We are breaking the 100 right now. So unless we can get back above these moving averages at about, I'd like to see us get above 16,980 in order to become bullish again. Honestly, maybe even 16,960, where this POC point of control in the VPVR here is. Oh, by the way, let's go over the chart layout. So here on your right, you have the VPVR, which measures horizontal volume at a certain price level. All right, so it's going to tell you the volume of things traded, of the asset traded at a certain level, price level. Basically, how your volume is vertical, this volume is horizontal. Okay, then you have your momentum oscillators, which judge bullish and bearish momentum. One being the RSI, and the other one being the MACD. All right, so then you have a volatility measurement, which is shown here by the BBWP. All right, so then you also have your moving averages, yellow being the 21, red being your 50, uh, blue being your 100, and purple being your 200. Okay, so we don't want these if you're bullish, you don't want these moving averages to cross negative and start to fan out to the downside, because that means that we're probably going to go down to 16,700. Now, 16,700 breaks, we're going to talk about what happens next. Let's check your momentum oscillators. By the way, if you guys are liking this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. A lot of good conversation there about crypto trading, investing, markets as a whole. We talk about these moves before they happen. We stay ahead of this market collectively. Link is in the description. Also, turn on those bell notifications so you get notified with this time-sensitive content. Sometimes these moves happen right after I post these videos. So definitely turn on those bell notifications. So continuing, let's check your momentum oscillators. Your RSI looks like you're trying to enter the bearish control zone. All right, and next point of support would be these last lows, which it looks like we're coming down to now. All right, then we're going to find out what happens next, because we have entered the bearish control zone and then popped back out. Entered the bearish control zone, popped out with these little fake outs. You know what I mean? Like last time, it did something like that, it did something like that. So it doesn't mean we're gonna shit the bed just yet, but it looks like we could, unless this is just a liquidity grab and we get a wick, and continue to the upside, we could go down a little further. You are below the signal line. Like I said, you are in the bearish control zone. You need to get back above 16,929 in order to get back above that signal line, which is going to be major resistance now, because it's going to fall right where that top of that bearish control zone lies. So that's going to be heavy resistance now for the RSI. MACD was riding that zero line. Now it looks like, we had a little bit of a fake out, coming down. Fresh cross to the downside, pretty fresh cross to the signal line. Negative momentum is kind of weak and stable right now, but we'll find out. If we start printing some dark red bars and start heading down, that's not going to look good, but we'll find out. um, Next is your BBWP. So like I said, it's a volatility measurement. Right now, we are in the 7-8 percentile right now. So what we need to do is get out of the 10% region, okay, which is right here, and then get above that moving average. As soon as that happens, that's when the move is going to come. That's how you tell when the move is going to come. You use the BBWP, and it'll notify you right before the volatility really starts to pick up. All right, so yeah, like I said, your moving averages, they all cross to the downside, not going to look good. Now, if your 21 and your 50 just bounce off this 100 and they start to fan out that way, that'll look good for the bulls. So we're at an inflection point right now. Your moving averages have all converged against each other. So after this happens, you find out the true trend. Either it's going to go to the upside and fan out, or it's going to go to the downside and fan out. That's what we're waiting on right now. So, when it does, we'll be back here early tomorrow to talk about what happens next. So, okay, now, if we fall below, these are your levels. If you fall below 16,700 and this 200, all the way back down to the bottom of the range is what I'm thinking. 15,500. All right. Now, ebbs and flows, of course. We're not just going to drop down there in an hour. Crazier things have happened, but still. Now, to the upside is 17,300. If we can break that, 18K is the next stop. But first, we got to get out of the top of this range. I mean, as you see, I got alerts set up at the 3 inflection points. One at 16,700, one at the top of the range, 17,150, and one at 17,300. All right, so, I mean, you can kind of tell what I'd be doing. I'm not going to share my trades, but if you want to know my trades, come to the Discord. We talk about each other's trades, talk about what we're doing, and we have a lot of good chats. I mean, everything from macro analysis to sharing strategies. I mean, we share strategies in there, do all kinds of stuff. So definitely join the Discord. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum rolled over. All right. Looks like we're rolling right over. We are finding support on the 200 though. So if we can stay above this 200, we still might have a chance. But really, we need to get back above the 50, the 21, and the POC point of control on the VPVR at 1275. If we can do that, next stop is the top of the red box, 1325. If it breaks that, we'll come back to it. All right, so right now, your RSI is in oversold. So we are at extremes right now. We are coming down to an area of support on the RSI. This last low, last time this happened was right here. So are we going to get some consolidation? Or is this just a big liquidity grab? And we're going to fly back up. Now, that seems, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the market right now. I need to see confirmation levels broken. So if we break, 1235, we're probably going to come down to the red box, 1220. We break 1220, $1,000 is in the cards because we are at the inflection point for this bearish level. I hope you're really watching this video. Because if we break down, the bottom of these ranges is where we're going. So yeah, we need to get back above 1275. If we drop below the red box at 1220, $1,000. If we break, out of the top of the box, probably go to 1400. If we break top of the box, which is at 1325, probably go to 1400. MACD, fresh cross of the zero line. Negative momentum is hitting some support on the histogram. We'll find out what happens next. If we start printing lower lows on the histogram, things can get ugly. BBWP has crossed its moving average to the upside. See, Ethereum's a little more volatile already. Ethereum's just kind of rolling over. I mean, are we going to get a massive BART? To where we come down, maybe have a fake out at about 12:15 at the bottom of the box? That is in the cards, but that's one scenario. We're going to find out. It's all on whether we hold this 200 or not. All right, let's move on to Solana. Solana's been looking weak. I mean, we're basically just, looks like we're rolling right over. Deep in the bearish control zone right now. Below your signal line, MACD. Fresh cross of that zero line, below your signal line. Negative momentum starting to pick up a little bit on the histogram. BBWP just crossed its moving average and got out of their 10 percentile. The move is happening right now. And it looks like it could be to the downside. I mean, Bitcoin is having some trouble getting, right now we're at the bottom of a range. So, we could get a bounce here. We'll find out. For Bitcoin, back to Bitcoin, we are at the bottom of a range right now. So if we hold the range, it's 16,850, 16,850. If we hold the range, we could probably get a bounce back up to the top of the main range. But if we fall below it, probably go into the 200 at 16,700. We break that, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, in my opinion. Back to Solana. So yeah, bullish case is that you break this last high and the 200. Basically right here where your 200 is at about 1375. If you can break that, I would expect a small rejection at 1418. Ultimately, I think you go up to 1484. That's all on if you can break this 200. Because if you can break that, you're going to change the trend around. You're going to turn these moving averages back around because they are starting to fan out. Be careful right now with Solana. Be careful. Even if, Bitcoin's been trending up. What's Solana been doing? Rolling over. Be careful with Solana right now. Once again, if you guys like this video, bearish case. If we break the bottom, basically the last wick, 1323. We break that, next stop, $11. Probably 10 after that. We are, like I said, we are at the inflection point of Bitcoin and these altcoins. All right, so if you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. Join the damn Discord. And I wish you well. I'll see you tomorrow.